Pascal Siakam came out today and addressed all the trade rumors surrounding the Toronto Raptors over the course of this offseason, and it's really interesting hearing his perspective on all this stuff, so I'm going to break down what he had to say. Additionally, we got some more footage of Scottie Barnes working out, and this guy is looking yoked. So I'm going to break down the new look Scottie Barnes and a whole bunch more in this video. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it. Hello everybody, Ben Walters here, the Raptors Digest, breaking down the latest Toronto Raptors news. And we are on that quest. We're trying to hit that 25,000 subscriber mark. You guys have been killing it. Subscribe to the channel. So if you're liking the videos, the daily updates on all the latest Toronto Raptors news, appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. It helps us out big time. But the first topic, we got news to discuss in this video. And the first topic we're talking about is Pascal Siakam speaking out on trade rumors. And everyone knows that there's been a lot of drama, a lot of talk, a lot of rumors, nothing official or anything come out from the Raptors front office. Obviously, they're not going to leak if there are any trade speculations, but you know, there's a lot of stars that the Raptors have been attached to over the course of this offseason, whether it be Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell. I got the quest for Kevin Durant playing here now, and Raptors fans have made it known they don't want to give up Scottie Barnes in a KD trade or Donovan Mitchell trade or anything like that. And I've made it known I don't want to give up Pascal Siakam any of those deals either. But, you know, the rumors, the names floating around, especially when they're high-level players being thrown out as potentially joining the Toronto Raptors. Even the team's best player, and that's Pascal Siakam right now, is being at least hearing rumors, hearing rumblings about trade talks. And this is something not new to Pascal Siakam. He's heard it over the past really few off seasons, and he had this to say. I got the video up about all the trade rumors, so I'll throw that on the screen there now.
Being in the league for 6 years, and I've witnessed, people getting traded in reports. And if you sit there and watch that, bro, like you can lose your mind, and trying to figure out what's going on or like who said what, like, oh, this team said this. There's no point. Just knowing that it's a game and it's a business. So once you understand that, I have peace of mind. Just because I know that at the end of the day, my job is to come in there and win. I just focus on me and whatever team I'm on at the time, my family, and like that's all I really care about. If I'm involved in it or not or whatever, like it's just, it doesn't matter until I know it's real.
So that's a pretty interesting post that Siakam threw up on his Instagram there today. And recently it feels like the flames of all those rumors, right? It was very hot there for a while in terms of potentially acquiring KD, even to a lesser extent Donovan Mitchell, but things have sort of waned out as the offseason has gone along. So it's interesting Pascal posts that here now. Now, obviously the point of it was to say, I'm at peace with where I am. I'm at peace with all the rumors. He said it. It's a business. He's been through it before, even though he's only 6 years in the NBA. But he's a veteran, right? And especially everything he's gone through, the highest of highs, the lowest of lows, the highs of winning a championship as a second option, right? And then the lows of playing in the bubble after following, with all the expectations in the world on you, and then playing with weird circumstances, not touching a ball for 3 months, and then the entire city really turning on him, it felt like, did Pascal. So that's an interesting take. And obviously the number one takeaway should be Pascal's good. He's not getting his head swirled by these trade rumors. He's not getting encapsulated, because he's talked about how he was in a darker place at times when he was dealing with injuries, when he wasn't living up to those expectations, specifically in the bubble, or, he'd get on a roll in that Tampa tank season and then would have to go out with health and safety protocols, or was dealing with that shoulder injury and all that sort of stuff. So he's grown through that. He's at peace with it. And even though that there's more talks than ever this offseason specifically, even though I don't think Masai Ujiri would be giving up Pascal in any of these trades. That's just my take. I think if Pascal was on the table, we'd have Durant or Donovan Mitchell now at this point. But he's making it known that he's not getting shook by it, and he's probably heard some rumblings. And I've seen some people take this in the direction like, okay, we all know Masai Ujiri sort of messed up when he didn't tell DeMar DeRozan, or he came out and told DeMar DeRozan he wasn't getting traded. Then a week later, obviously ended up dealing him for Kawhi Leonard. Maybe Masai Ujiri has told Pascal something that, a deal could potentially go down. We just don't want to blindside you or anything like that. Some people are taking it that way. I disagree. I think Pascal's just been through so many rumors, so much talk, so much drama in his career. Just wants to make it known that, hey, this is all out there. I know it's a business. Don't be making up weird narratives that I'm not committed to this Raptors team. I'm not this. I'm going to get frustrated by all these rumors. So I think that's what he wanted to say, and just show all the growth that he has made over there, especially all the growing pains he's had becoming the number one option on this Toronto Raptors squad. So cool video from Pascal. Also, another video that's got posted. He posted a few of these workout videos together, and his jumper's looking pretty smooth in these highlight tapes there. And if you recognize that coach in the back there, I'll play it again. That's Rico Hines, our newly hired assistant coach. And if you look at that jumper off the dribble, right? Obviously, Pascal Siakam has improved his off the dribble game a lot substantially, especially last season. We saw it before the NBA bubble, but that's just looking a little bit more quick. The dribbles are tight. Obviously, in a workout in a gym, it's not necessarily reflective of what it's going to look like in a game, but it does look quicker. It does look smoother than what we saw from Pascal's already improved jump shot last season. So if he can continue to work on that game, continue to improve, especially that three-point shot, we're going to be looking at a very scary Pascal Siakam next year. So interesting stuff, him speaking out on all the trade rumors. I showed the video itself. Let me know what you guys think on that front. But we also got another guy, Scottie Barnes, putting on some muscle. Scottie Barnes looking yoked. And folks, you guys know what time of year it is. It's time of all the workout videos. We have had a couple already in this vid, right? And I got another one to show. And look at this. Look at this man, Scottie Barnes, Pascal Siakam, mixing up the names here. But he's grinding. You saw that jump shot. You see him working out here. And look at the chest. Look at the arm definition. Obviously, Scottie Barnes came in to the Toronto Raptors already looking swole, looking elite, looking like an uber athlete, but he's looking like he put on some muscle there, especially in that chest area, the shoulder spots. And obviously, rookies come in, it takes a while, right? Not till your mid-20s where you're really entering that athletic peak in terms of strength, speed, endurance, all that sort of stuff. So coming in as a 20-year-old rookie, 19, 20-year-old rookie, Scottie Barnes is going to take some time to really grow into his body. And obviously, as primarily, we're all hoping the jump shot comes along. And you can see it. You can see this jump shot early on here with the dribbles. Right? It's looking smooth. He's working on that mid-range jump shot. But as a guy that's primarily a slasher, a guy that's primarily going to live off of using his size, using his quickness, using his tight handle for a wing to get inside that lane and dunk on people or drive to the rim quickly, finish around people. Obviously, Scottie Barnes was one of our best finishers last season. If the help comes, be able to facilitate in those spots, right? As primarily a slasher, having that size, having that strength, so you're not pushed off your frame, right? You're not, if you have bigger defenders in there, a little bit tentative to go inside. That's going to be huge for Scottie Barnes. So continues to work on that body. You love to see it. Any bit of Scottie Barnes highlights we can get, we're obviously going to be reacting to on this channel. And it's nice he's putting on that muscle. So probably a few more of these Scottie Barnes award. It's coming for next season, but we'll see. Obviously, it's all there's no bias in the Scottie Barnes award. It's all about earning it and all that sort of stuff. But the next thing we're discussing is Thaddeus Young talks about free agency. And there's a lot of talk, a lot of chatter about the trade that was made midway through last season. Did Masai Ujiri overpay for Thaddeus Young? We gave up a first-round pick. Obviously, in return, we received a second-round pick and obviously disgruntled Goran Dragic to pick up our guy, Thaddeus Young, the Giga Chad, the Giga Thad, right? Obviously got rid of Goran Dragic on that front, and people are saying, okay, that might be an overpay, but I discussed it following the NBA draft. Koloko looks like a guy we probably would have picked at 22. It's my take. He has significant upside. Bobby Webster even said he was in the Raptors top 20-25 on their big board, so you love to see that. Got Koloko. So we know that the draft pick wasn't a huge downgrade, even if we might have got someone higher on Bobby Webster, Masai Ujiri's big board if we kept that pick. But Thaddeus Young was a key piece, and we saw that we re-signed him for a 2-year, $8 million contract, and following the trade, we're like, okay, if we can't keep Thaddeus Young around for future seasons, this trade could be an L. And obviously, thankfully, The Toronto Raptors were able to get it done, and Thad essentially came out and said that was the plan the whole entire time. Soon as he was traded, Masai Ujiri, Bobby Webster made it known that they wanted to bring him back for multiple seasons. This is going to be a 2-3 year thing, and Thaddeus Young was on board from day one. He said he looked at the roster, all the young players, and said, this is the type of group, especially as an older statesman, that I want to be around, right? He wants to guide. He sees this team as a winning culture, and the coaching staff especially, he's raved about it. His entire tenure with the Raptors, whether it be talking about scouting reports, whether it talk about just organizational, professionality and all that sort of stuff. Thaddeus Young is happy to be here, and it was his plan the entire time to re-sign with the Toronto Raptors. So any worries we may have had about that trade should be neglected, should be minimized now as Raptors fans. We just got to trade Masai Ujiri. He knows what he's doing. It wasn't any risk that we were going to lose Thaddeus Young on that front. So nice W there. I like Thaddeus Young's all bought in for the Toronto Raptors. But a guy that was a former Toronto Raptor is back. He's back in action, and that is Aron Baynes. Obviously led the way on the Raptors tanking season with all the players coming in and out of the lineup. Baynes is there night in, night out, and obviously got a bit roasted, got a bit flamed during his tenure with the Raptors, as a lot of Toronto Raptors did, given the struggles. But for people that don't know, Aron Baynes suffered a serious neck injury following his play at the Olympics or at FIBA basketball. Not sure if it was the playing for Team Australia. He suffered a severe neck injury. I think in the locker room, had a slip or something. So he ended up being out the entire last year, whether he was going to be on the Raptors or not. Right, if we were going to re-sign him, we weren't picking up his option, but he wasn't able to play this entire last season. There's questions about whether he'd be able to walk again. And Aron Baynes has come out with some great news. Some great news. Essentially that, this is coming from Brian Windhorst, that Aron Baynes will resume his basketball career in a new deal with the Brisbane Bullets of the NBL. The contract has an NBA out so he can return to the league, which has been his goal after recovering from his freak fall at the Olympics a year ago this week. So yes, it's officially the Olympics, but that's great news. That's great news from Aron Baynes. And, obviously that just season sucked for the Toronto Raptors, that 2020 Tampa season, but no matter what you want to say about the product on the court for the Raptors that year, what Aron Baynes provided, he was a professional through and through. He's probably asked to do too much. He's a strong basketball player. He's a legitimate NBA caliber basketball player. So I hope he makes his way back to the league, but even if he doesn't, I'm happy he's back playing the sport that he loves, fully healthy and all that sort of stuff. So shout out Aron Baynes. Shout out all this Toronto Raptors news. Pascal Siakam, Scottie Barnes. But let me know what you think of it all in the comment section below. Check out the Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitter, all that cool stuff. And as mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are on the road to 25k subs. So appreciate anyone that's been watching the vids. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, click that button. Helps us out big time. But enough of me rambling. You guys are the best. I'm signing out. Cheers.